Hello all, welcome to our next video. So in the first part, I mentioned you Oracle Development Cloud Service is called as Visual Builder Studio. One of the cool feature of Visual Studio Builder is build. I personally feel that will be a good replacement for Jenkins. So after login from the left hand side, you can click on the build and you can hear a good nice feature. So by drop down you can see what are the different projects available here in Visual Builder Studio, and by clicking here you can see like a build history. So you can see the build history which I have performed earlier, and this is just a job statistics. As you can see, 100% success. Here we have two options like jobs and pipeline. Okay, and we do have different kind of filters like full jobs, failed jobs, test failed jobs, etc. So how to create a new job? Before diving into creation of a job, you may think that where this build will execute. In the concept of Jenkins, you could know this build are running on some nodes. So here also it's same. When we go to organization, you can see some kind of virtual machines and its status is available. I have defined only one virtual machine that is up and running. And this is the region, this is the shape of this machine, and the template uses microservice template. I will show you that. Before that there is one feature called timeout, so I put it at 1500. If you put this value very minimum, after this particular timeout time the machine will stop. So as you know, in cloud only for the usage you want to pay money. So what this microservice template is, this is another feature which you can define your template. So I'm going to configure software. So let me search. Yeah. So you can see Oracle is providing a good nice microservice template. So this template you can able to click and add the selected features over here. And once you're done, for example, this template name is microservice template that has Docker 17.12, kubectl, OCI, Python, and some kind of required build VM components. So once this done, using this template we have created this machine, and this machine will be ready for working the build. Coming to the build part, so when I click create job, jobs are like small tasks and the orderly arrangement of tasks will form to a pipeline. We can specify test job, we can have some copy feature like we can copy from here or use for merge request. And what template we need to use, as I mentioned earlier, this is the template which I have created, and create. That brings you a job like this. And the next job I created is student deploy. This is for a microservice deployment. I have created this pipeline. I will demonstrate that later. So what's inside each job? I can put my email address in CC, and these are some of the build history. And here we have a nice chart that shows the build trend, and I can click here whether there is any SCCM changes happen for the particular build, and this is the logs. Okay, from here I can download the log also. Yeah, I can see the Docker build and everything, and here I can see the log for Git, but there is no SCCM poll happen. I can disable his from this button. I can delete. Build now will trigger the build, and what's inside the configuration. Okay, so here I have mentioned my student app.git, that's a repository, and which branch I need to take. They are giving some kind of advanced git settings that also looks straightforward. And this is like parameter. As you know, in Jenkins we will add some kind of parameters for our Jenkins job. Like that we can able to add the parameter, and this is like what we need to do before build. So before build we need to download anything, or we need to do some kind of wrapper or some changes in SonarQube. We can add settings over here. So this will be a drop down activated when we have added a SonarQube server over here. Okay, and then coming to the main actual step. Coming to the main actual steps, that's what it should do. So for the demo, I have used Docker Hub. So I have given my username and password and my Docker build and Docker push image and full name over here. This is something like after build. After build, what it should do, it should publish the result in artifact, or it should give some JUnit results, etc. So that's for one of the job, and the same for the next job. As you can see over here, it's a deployment. I have deployed this application in. Okay, so when clicking to the pipeline, you can see the student app pipeline starting. It will first call the build student and then deploy student. So that is the flow which I have defined, and this builds the something like a history of what happened previously with me. Okay, so now I'm going to trigger a build. This is the button. You can do some kind of automated but build also. So you can see it's submitted, and when you see in job section, you can see the worker, the job is given to the worker, which I have shown before. And by clicking here and build log, you could see the build has been started, and the logs, you can see the logs over here. So this is in progress. So the building has been completed, and now deploying is in progress. You can see the 12% is complete, and so the current job status is 50%. So when you click here for the particular run and here for the build log, you will get only the particular details. Yeah, the deployment has been created. Yeah, so both jobs completed successful. That means this pipeline is completed, and this will be a good alternative for Jenkins. I know Jenkins is an open source and you are flexible to add plugins, but when compared to an enterprise level building solution, or you can even think about a replacement of Jenkins, Oracle Visual Builder Studio plays a key role over there. It has all the features like all integration like webhooks, everything is there, and we can define good pipeline. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. We will come with a next exciting video soon.